Good afternoon and greetings from Indira Gandhi Airport, New Delhi. Now, would you believe me if I told you then in about 10 minutes from now we are going to be seeing Taj Mahal? Well, this is exactly what we are going to do as we take off in this Cessna Citation CJ4 jet aircraft, and we are not going to take any shortcuts. We are going to go through the normal road that takes one from Delhi to Agra. As we pull up our flaps and retract the landing gear, we will also try to do some traditional sightseeing, but know that this is a race and we will be traveling at more than 1,000 kilometers per hour so that we can cover the distance of about 233 kilometers in about 12 to 13 minutes. And as I said before, no shortcuts. So our flight route is going to include Ring Road, then D&D, then the Noida Greater Noida Expressway, then the Yamuna Expressway. We'll take a detour in between to see Vrindavan and Mathura, and finally Agra and the grandiose Taj Mahal. As we complete our takeoff into this semi-clouded afternoon, and we are already pushing our jet to its limits. So we just crossed 500 nautical miles per hour, and 1 nautical mile translates to roughly 1.85 kilometers. So we are close to about 1,000 kilometers per hour right now. As we stay on track on Ring Road, Safdarjung Airport goes beneath us. On the left there is Rajpath, National War Memorial, the circle. Far ahead is Connaught Place. We have covered all of this in great detail in my previous videos. Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium at the bottom right now, just crossed us. And this is the Lotus Temple. Again, something that we have covered previously as we approach Yamuna. And this curved road that you see is actually the Delhi-Noida Delhi highway as we enter Noida. So as we cross these famous malls, so there is this Garden area on the left, DLF Mall, the rectangular building across is GIP, and this is the Noida Greater Noida Expressway on which we are going to cruise for a bit now. So below you see the Amity University and the corporate offices. This is Noida Sector 127. The greens that you see on the right side of the road, this is the JP Wishtown, and we approach Sector 132 on the right. You see a lot of abandoned buildings, again built by JP in this part of Noida. Guys, also notice that there is a timer up top, which is something we started as soon as we left Delhi. That is when we crossed D&D, and this will give us the exact time it took us to reach from Delhi to Agra and to Taj Mahal. So keep a track on that as well. So on the right side, the stream that you see meandering is the Yamuna River, and we should land up in Greater Noida in just a matter of seconds now. And from there, you'll see a curved road which is going to kick off our cruise on the Yamuna Expressway. That is going to take us directly to Agra. And here is the curve which marks the start of the Yamuna Expressway. To the left of the expressway, it's all Greater Noida. We are going to probably visit it another video, but now we are in a time rush. So see this symmetrical structure on the left? This is the Gautam Buddha University of Greater Noida. And as we move across, I think what's approaching now is the Buddh circuit on which the F1 took place in 2011. The winner of that Grand Prix was Sebastian Vettel. Not doing so well these days, is he? But yeah, here is the Buddha International Circuit. As we continue cruising along the Yamuna Expressway, I leave you to admire this scenic route, and know that, if you travel from Delhi to Agra, it's going to take about 2.5 hours by train, and about 1.5 to 2 hours if you would just traverse the span of Yamuna Expressway from the place where we started to where we reach Taj Mahal, and probably never if you rash drive on this highway, because this highway sees a lot of accidents. So yeah, be careful while driving. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but it sure feels like a message sponsored by the Road and Transport Ministry of India. Yeah, so do not overspeed, guys. It's exactly what we are doing right now. I guess I'll leave you guys to it. Enjoy the views. That is, if you can ignore the automated warning messages. Like, seriously, why do you have to repeat that message once every 1 second? Yeah, so I'm going to fast forward this video because apart from the road, there is not much to be sighted till we reach Vrindavan. But the timings would still be around 10 minutes as the timer shows. Okay guys, so we are at Vrindavan, one of the most religious cities in northern India. Notice how this whole city is surrounded by Yamuna on 3 sides. And now notice the square structure with water filled, that is the Govind Kund. And if you can notice this garden with the steering wheel stripes, that is the garden of the Ramakrishna Mission Ashram. There's lots to see in this city as well, so maybe we can cover this in another separate video. And we all know that connected to Vrindavan is the city of Mathura, which is again a place with rich mythological history and the birthplace of Sri Krishna. As we pass right over the Kanz Killa, we are approaching the Mathura junction. I'm just doing a flyby over it now. Okay, so what have we learned? Through this experience, we now know that if you are in Delhi and you want to visit any of the important cities and you are out of GPS, all you need to do is follow the river Yamuna. Today we have followed Yamuna downstream, so we have already seen 3 cities. And we are going to visit Yamuna upstream as well, but that's a topic for a separate video. While I'm also fascinated by the curvature that Yamuna takes. I mean, it's almost curving like a snake. And I do know that there is a lot of science behind why the rivers eventually end up taking such shapes. I mean, I'm sure we can find that on some of the other YouTube channels. Okay, so back to where we are headed to. 9:18 on the clock, and Agra should be in our sights anytime now. But now, as you can see, we have entered Agra, and the time that we have on the timer is right about 9 minutes. So the only thing that requires a glimpse now is the Taj Mahal. Let's try to locate it from amongst these clouds. So again, Taj Mahal is again located on, well, you guessed it, on the banks of river Yamuna. So that is exactly where I'm trying to search for it. It should be somewhere on our right. as we enter Agra through Sikandra, which is something that you can see on the right side of the river. This place contains the tomb of Emperor Akbar, which is something that we have already covered in our Agra tour. So if you haven't checked out that video, do check it out. As our plane is diving for some reason, not sure why, but it does give us some speed, some altitude. Let's see if we can spot Taj Mahal. So we have this cloud cover. If this was not there, whoa! So I hope we don't spiral out of control here. And there it is. Fortunately, the plane seems to be spiraling out. So let me just get it under control, and then we'll just pan right. Okay, so there it is. A beautiful sight as always. Right, so it took us about 11 minutes and 30 seconds, include the time that we fast forwarded to reach from the Delhi-Noida Delhi highway to Taj Mahal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy these sights as we will go inside Taj Mahal, and do subscribe to my video, guys. Peace out, stay safe, and see you guys in the next one.